Hello everyone. Just recently I've had some really positive comments on some of the videos I've been making. I want to say thank you. It is so good to be back. And I've been having a virtual conversation, if you will, with an Acuity Forever one who talks about how much she loves accessories. And I have to agree. I keep talking about my love of handbags, but I'm not sure if it's that or the accessories I like to put in the handbag. So it'd actually be a toss-up. There's also been interesting questions about which type of accessory goes with which type of things. And for instance, Sabella 1100 asked about the vernis bags. In particular, vernis is this type of leather and it has a patiny look. It's a really nice feel to it, and asked to compare those. So I'll be specifically talking about those. And then there was Sabrina 477, I believe. No, sorry, Sabrina N77, who talked about which makeup bag was best. So I wanted to include that, all this accessory type videos, and specifically handbag accessories, which ones work well. So we're gonna get started on that. So thank you, Sabrina N77, for the request on the makeup bag. And I'm gonna show you the ones I have and show you how I think is the best way of deciding which makeup bags for you. This is one I have for Louis Vuitton, and what I love best about this, besides just the chic look of it, is the interior. And I think this is the most important thing to consider when deciding on a makeup bag, because you're likely to have spills and things. It has a canvas inside, so it wipes clean. It also has a little side pocket, which is nice to put a mirror or a blush or something of that nature. But I do find it to be small. If you like to carry a lot of makeup, this isn't the one for you. Let me show you, since we're focusing on that in just a moment. It depends on how much makeup you carry. For me, mine's going to be a hand sanitizer. I'm going to have several lip products, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. Well, here's two. It's only two I can reach right now, but I would at least have two, probably three. Here's my Kabuka travel brush that I'm used to taking, and my blush. This also has a mirror, which helps. So if you wanted to take a mirror out, that would save you some room. This can let you see what I have in there already. So if you just want the touch-up items, this makeup bag is really handy. Eyeliner is something else I'm in the habit of taking. That has lots of room. So if you're just using your touch-ups, this is great. But then the problem with this is when you take the makeup bag with another pouch, such as this little Prada pouch to maybe hold your accessories, or this one here, the LV pochette, then it gets crowded in most of your bags. So when I take, let me go fetch it, because if you're like me, you're visual. If I take this totally MM with me, and I carry this with my wallet, and I put in another makeup bag, it gets too crowded. If I do the Neverfull, that's fine. But so keep that in mind. If you take a lot of bags, then have a bag for your accessories and have a bag for makeup. So if you want it separate and you don't carry very much, this is a really good makeup bag. What I've been trying to do is keep my makeup in with my other little items that I want to keep with me regularly for the purpose I just mentioned. It just makes carrying things in my bag easier. So a smaller bag works well for my crossbody Manil Montant, for this for the Speedy. Speedy works either way, though. It holds the accessory bag and this very well. So I would like to show you now, once again, about this. When you decide which makeup bag or which accessory bag and you want it to hold everything, what I recommend you do is to consider something about this size. This is about 8 inches, 5 inches, 1 inch. It usually holds just about everything you're going to want it to hold. Two other options that are really good, and I've talked about this Prada bag, and I'm just going to hold it up to compare. It's not as wide, and it's not as long. It is wider, and it's about the same height. What I love about this bag is it's so mushy and pliable. It will absolutely hold everything. I love the way the zipper goes all the way down, so it opens really wide. There's a zipper here at the front, which I like to keep the whistle or something for safety purposes. I also like to keep in here a flashlight. Those are items I want to get to very quickly. Inside the bag is another zipper compartment, and I find that helpful. And I will usually stick a mirror, something else that I want to get to really quickly. Okay, So these are comparable in size. Another good option is this Longchamp makeup bag. When I got it, I was at first disappointed thinking it's not going to hold everything, but it absolutely will hold. This bag, this Longchamp, this Prada bag, and this pochette hold the same amount. It's just that these two actually hold more things easier. So when you're deciding which bag, and actually, you know, Target is a wonderful place. I love their makeup bags, and they seem to have some really neat options and design. So when you're deciding which makeup accessory bag to take with you, I would start by laying out items that you absolutely want to have with you at all times. And let me go over some of those that I find that are vitally important for me. My hands stay very dry. I have to have a lotion with me, whatever. I mean, it'll drive me crazy if I don't have a lotion. I also heard in another video, somebody just said it's really good to have lotion just to pamper yourself while you're waiting in line or getting gas or something like that. I like that idea. So I have to have that with me. My son has diabetes, and he's now an adult, young adult. He still lives with me, and he's going to high school and college, but regardless, he's supposed to have glucose tablets on him, but I have to have these on me also. So if we get in a bind, we have them. It makes me feel good. I have these everywhere. They're in my car, they're in his car. We have it everywhere. If he's gonna go low blood sugar, we're gonna get him help quickly. Another things I wanna have with me are, you're gonna think I'm silly, but I've mentioned this before, a tape measure. I am surprised at how many times I'm out. I wanna think of hanging something on my wall. I wanna know if the measurements work. I usually use this for bags. I'll see a really cute bag in a department store, and I want to measure to see how well it might suit my needs. And I also have floss with me, and I have to have this with me. I need this little container to hold medicines for me. I suffer migraines, that's the main reason, but Advil too, I need to have that with me. This is that little flashlight I was telling you. I like to have this available. And candy of some sort. I want to have gum with me, and I need to have something that picks me up scent-wise. I won't even make a video without spraying some perfume on, which is so odd because you can't really smell me, but it makes me feel better about myself, and it makes me less self-conscious. So the less self-conscious I am, the more I'm going to be able to focus on whoever I'm talking to or I'm around. So I always have something to smell good. I'll always keep a barrette in my hair. I know that's geeky, but my bangs will bother me. I will actually pull this back, or one of those little bitty clips, and I always keep one of these scrunchies with me. So when I know which items I'm absolutely going to carry with me regardless of where I'm going, I will lay them out. I really would recommend you taking them to the department store, and yes, this includes Louis Vuitton, laying them all out, sticking your items in, see how well it goes in, see how well it closes, see how well it fits into your handbag. That is your best option on finding the best accessory pouch and bag. It's an investment. Personally, this is my all-time favorite because you can use this as a clutch, and it was my first, and I do have a thing for Louis Vuitton. You can see me just playing with it now. I just love the feel of it. The overall best #1 for practical purposes for makeup and holding a lot is this Prada bag. You're not going to go wrong with this. And if you want it, again, just for makeup, then go with this. So this is an accessories video, so let me go through other accessories that I have that are helpful. Let me get the geeky part out of the way. It's a pencil pouch, and the one hands down that I recommend is from Coach. And I'm big into my supplies. I am a teacher, and so I've always been about supplies. And this Coach is hands down my favorite, this size. I like to hold several pens with me, and this does. You want one with a zipper. Michael Kors has one that I like, but this one's better. The zipper to me works better, and it holds just as much, and it's a little bit more compact. But I have several markers in here. But I like to carry with me like a Sharpie pen for labeling things. I like to have a different colored pen if I'm grading papers or something. I have access to that wherever I'm at. And then this is not necessary to have so many pens, but I do have this worry, this fear of running out of something. I know I've got issues and complex, and I think I'm pouring all my therapy in my accessories and my handbags. Anyway, highly recommend this. This is very much worth the money. Very, very, very much so. I have this little Wapiti case, and I use it for my camera, which is presently filming. It has that microfiber liner. I think this would be great for, you could use it for makeup. I don't like that idea because it's microfiber. I don't want to damage it. If I'm too concerned about the inside, then I don't want to use it as makeup. But my favorite thing about it, it's a really interesting size and does hold a lot. I think it's a unique shaped bag, but I like the detachable wristlet thing so that it can go on your Insolent wallet if you want to, one that has the ring on it. And I promise you, I lay these things out thinking it's just going to be all right here, and then here I am looking at something. And so my Insolent wallet is my favorite wallet in the whole wide world because it lays flat, and it holds lots and lots in this zipper compartment, and you have a compartment here and here. I love carrying my change with me, and it seems like change with me in my wallet. I don't like to keep my change separate, so it holds tons and it still lays flat. And I've mentioned before, you can put an iPhone or a smartphone in there, no problem. But I also like this detachable option. This is a chain, does not come with it. Here's another accessory. This is a keychain. What I love about these is that these being the Louis Vuitton version, you see how easy that was? And I'm not a very coordinated person. There's a gadget here, you pull it down and you just twist it, it comes off. And I love that. And therefore, back to the Wapiti case strap, you can put that on. You can also buy these separately, but I like it. And then I also wanted to show you, you don't have to have a Louis Vuitton strap added, but if you had something like your Insolent, you could use another little strap, and I actually have one here. This is from a Dooney and Burke case that I had from years back, and you could put that on there. I think that looks nice, and you could hold it as a wristlet then if you wanted to. So that's what I like also about this Insolent wallet. So another accessory we have there. Another great accessory that I am so proud to own. This was my first Louis Vuitton wallet, and that is this zippy wallet, and it is in the vernis. There's something about this. Now, one of the questions someone asked me was, do you recommend these products? And I do for accessories, because it pops. If you have a bag and everything looks the same, it's nice to have something colored that pops out. I'm a more neutral girl on my bags. I like browns, grays, and blacks traditionally. I have one red bag and I love it, but I don't carry it often, and it's largely because of the color. But accessories, I think it's a lot of fun. Another reason I don't want a bag in this vernis, and of course this is my personal preference, but it was a question asked, so I'm answering it, is because soon after I paid all this money for this wallet, is the edges here have, I don't know if you can see that, but they've started to change, or they've started to wear some, and I felt I paid too much for it to do it. It's not enough to really take away from overall use of the wallet. I like the zippy part because I think it adds such a nice little sound. Those Louis Vuitton zippers are like no other in this whole world, and it's such a presentation when you pull your wallet out. I have little plastic to hold its shape. It's a great wallet. I go with the Insolent because I prefer it to lay flat for my personal use. Plus, I get confused which side I'm keeping which credit cards. But that's silly. That is just, there is nothing wrong with this wallet. I am not sorry that I have it. I have used it for a few years now, and I will switch back to her. It's just, I'm so in love with the Insolent. But this is a good buy. Just know that it wears. So if you wanted it, probably a canvas is maybe your best bet if you wanted the zippy wallet because of the wearing. Another vernis accessory that I have is this organizer, and I'm using this more and more. I carry it with me almost always in any bag. It hasn't worn on the sides, and I've had this for about a year and a half, and I keep all my notes in here. I keep extra cash hidden in, not this one, but in another sleeve back here. This is a great passport cover. You could also use it as a wallet. I have these little zippy things. It doesn't come with the Louis Vuitton, but I have these. I can keep cash in them. But I have memorabilia for my kids I like to keep in there, and it's just fun. It's my son, and recently got his little senior pictures done, so that was really sweet. And I have another pad in here, but I've already done a review on this. But I love this accessory, and I think this is the perfect size. If you use it as an everyday calendar, you're gonna need a bigger one. But if you use it just to write ideas in, grocery list, I'm keeping like Christmas list for my kids and other people in here because I think I remember, and I won't ever remember. But if you do it for lists and things, this is the perfect size. It goes very well in all of your handbags. These clays are amazing. Coin purse, I'm not sure what they call it on the Louis Vuitton side. Presently, I'm using this for my keychain, and Inside of it, I have business cards and I have a little bit of extra cash, and I also keep my house key in here right now because I find that the two things I need are my car key and my house key. Everything else can go in another keychain. I like this thing pulls up and out so you can detach it. You can open it up and stick this inside, so if you want to put it in a pocket of a handbag, it works like that. You could hold it for your coins. It works well. Versatility, I'm telling you, this holds loyalty cards well if you don't have too many. And then this keychain I like is that you can detach it, and this is a Louis Vuitton one. If you wanted it simple, I would recommend getting the extender and using it as a keychain. It is a really handy dandy deal. You will love it. I have another one like this in the damier, and again, traditionally, as you know, well, I thought it was right inside, but it actually has a dark brown, but it has that canvas feel. And I use them both. I mean, I've used the money's worth out of that. As far as a little accessory that I think is amazing is this Coach one. This is my latest purchase. It's a little Coach wallet, and I don't know what you call it, but it's this leather that I am so attracted to. It has a slot back here, and you open it up, and it has another slot here. You have another slot back here, and you have another slot before it. And see how it, like accordion, it just opens up. You can stick lots of items in here. This is great for loyalty cards. If you need a small wallet for a clutch, this is probably the best design I have ever seen. I love it. This mini pochette is another one part of my collection that I use so much. I've talked about different ways to use this, and I wanted to comment that along with this mini pochette, I have the Eva clutch. The Eva clutch has the strap. The strap, and I've said this before, will fit on your little mini pouch. And it works well. And I'm showing you this again. I think the thin strap looks the best because this bag is so tiny. I find it fetching and helpful. If you're just gonna go to the ball game and you just want to have your mini wallet and you want to have your phone and your keys, it'll fit in here. It is a really nice purchase. The other little mini pochette that I am blessed with is this one here, and same size. This is the Illustrate that they still sell. This little lady reminds me of my grandmother, and I love my grandmother so much. And so, anyway, that's why I have this one. But anyway, somebody had suggested to try the Palermo, and this is what the Palermo GM looks like. Isn't this thing huge? But it's great for travel. And this is the strap that goes on that Palermo. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I put it on its last hole there, and I think it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Crossbody, to me, I still think it's okay, but I'm a little self-conscious with this on. So that's not my personal choice to use a Palermo strap for this particular bag. I still like the thinner strap that comes with the Eva clutch. And so I'm going to use my Palermo on that only, but that's my personal opinion. I'm going to take this strap off to show you how nice, even though it's a dark strap, how nice it still looks on the monogram. Tomorrow I'm going to be out of town doing a workshop, and I mentioned before that I like having my phone on me. I will take this and have my phone in it and wear this. Okay, so it is a very helpful tool. Can't say enough about the mini pochettes. They are a great investment, and I originally got turned on to it when I had a Speedy, because you know how the big hole, and it keeps you organized. So, you know, that is most of them. Let me add that I do have this wallet also. This is a Joey wallet. There's nothing wrong with this wallet. I don't recommend it. I'm just too in love with my inslip, or if you wanted to downsize, I say get a small zippy wallet. And the zippy wallet, the little one looks like this. I recommend something like this. You can see that it's quite a bit more narrow, and you really are going to fit almost as many things in it. So I don't recommend the Joey. It's in my collection. I still love it, and it's very fetching. There's something about this buckle that I really like. So and it does have some nice compartments, little hidden places to put things. I think my biggest complaint is you can't put much cash in it without it bulging, and I feel like it's going to wear on the piping around here. So it doesn't, I want it to do what I need it to do, and it doesn't quite allow me to hold as many ones. I mean, I end up with tons of ones or something. I need them for kids' lunch money and stuff. I just want to have it on me, and I feel like I have to constantly seek how much I have with me because of the piping. I'm afraid I'm going to damage it. I don't want to be worried about it. This little zippy is grown on me. You have to fold your cash. That's the only thing I personally don't like about it, but I do recommend this as a little wallet. It fits very well. If you wanted to use this pochette as your handbag, it will actually fit into your mini if you wanted to use it like that. If you wanted a handle with it and wanted to have your little wallet, you could do that. So see how functional. This is multi-purpose, and that's what I have a tendency to go for. This is a simple checkbook that they sell, and I've just enjoyed this. Somebody suggested putting my cash in here for when you're using your, if I wanted a thin, long wallet in my little pochettes, or not my pochettes. Well, it actually would fit in the big pochette, but in my Eva clutch. But to me, it's too hard to get in and out. So I like to use this only for the checkbook, but I'm glad I have it. I have a couple little Coaches that I find Coach really designs really good wallets. This is just one of their little wristlet coin purses, and I actually keep extra money in here. I'm not big on patent leather. I just like this shade of blue. I liked it a lot. I have this other little Coach. It's a little poppy. I've had it for a few years, and I actually still use this if I go to the pool, if I stay in a hotel. I think the inside lining is really fun, and I love the availability to put your cards, and it has a